Hello and welcome. Silrace here with Support Sunday. And as you can see from the two team makeups here, I am playing against the AI and I will get back to that in just a bit. However, you can see the two team makeups there for this particular game versus AI, and actually I'm kind of surprised to have this kind of a setup on a match against AI, because this is actually a very workable setup even in a casual, normal game, you know? So anyway, I am playing against AI because it is time to talk about warm-up games once again, because that seems to be a recurring issue which I come across. This is my first game in about a week. So, of, you know, Heroes of the Storm. I have not played Heroes of the Storm for about 7 days, for about a week. And this is my first game. And what do? I play against the AI with a hero I am really comfortable with. Rhaegar was the first hero I reached level 10 with. I played him the most when I basically started playing the game, and I simply love Rhaegar. Put it this way, I simply love Rhaegar. However, when you take a long break from a game, not necessarily even a long break, just a break of any kind from a game, you will always need warm-up games to get you back into the groove of things, to get your mind set up for the game, and your muscle memory to remember where all the keys are and all of that. How to play the game once again. So, firstly, let's quickly talk about Rhaegar if you have never played Rhaegar or have never faced Rhaegar or whatever. So Rhaegar's abilities, essentially, one of them is a chain heal. Works like the chain heal of a shaman in World of Warcraft. Essentially heals one target and then bounces to couple others. The second ability is Lightning Shield, which essentially puts a shield around a friendly target, and it actually damages everybody around the target for a few seconds. It doesn't, by itself, it doesn't absorb damage, but there is a talent which allows it to work also as an absorption shield, and it's very likely I'm picking that talent because I love Earth Shield builds. Third ability is Colossus Totem, or Colossal Totem after I picked it up. It's a Earth Totem which basically slows enemies in an area. And also note that the second and third abilities can be used for a long-range harass or long-range wave clearing on Rhaegar. You drop the totem and you will drop your lightning shield on the totem and you can clear waves from a safe distance. Even though my personal preference is to walk into the minion lane so I can keep melee attacking, and the mount of Rhaegar is the wolf form you're seeing here. Me running around in a wolf form. Because people are doing what they are doing. We have a couple guys in top lane, one guy is mid lane, one guy is bottom lane. I'm roaming on a Rhaegar. Might not be the most awesome idea ever, he's not the best possible ganker ever. However, as you can see, I am generating pressure and helping out every single lane. And that's the important part. If you have safe lanes like this, you can easily roam. Especially against the AI. This is part of my practice routine. To try and roam, try and get myself back into how the game is played. How the game is supposed to be played. Not necessarily in such a way that, well, I will roam every game. I won't. I will lane when it is needed. But in this case, our folks were doing fine in their respective lanes. I didn't see the need to hang around. I rather ran around, figured out the map and the gameplay once again and so forth. Also, of note about the Rhaegar's mount ability. When you attack somebody, when you are in the mount form, you will deal more damage on that initial attack. So, yeah. So anyway, this is going to be more about the talk of actual practice games, because this is, or warm-up games. This is about warm-up, because this is exactly what it is for me, although this video is likely going up on Monday instead of Sunday, even though I'm naming this Support Sunday anyway. Anyway, so I'm not going to change the name to Support Monday for this particular episode. And there was the Earthbind Totem to make sure that the Stitches couldn't walk away. And this early Stitches has no escape, and you can pick up his bile thing at level 10 to allow him to move faster, and then he can actually run away from various situations. There was a little unfortunate timing for me to be that low on health and mana, but instead of going down here into this fight, being almost dead, I will go back to base. Because being safe, if you die, you leave your team at a disadvantage. They are down a man. Do not die. That is one simple thing. So, if you don't believe me, watch some Heroes of the Storm tournaments and see just how far an enemy team can get when one player dies. There is a, well, do not die mentality there rather much on many maps. It is better to run away at low HP, maybe give up an objective, especially on this particular map where the first objective doesn't simply guarantee a, you know, curse. You need 3 of those objectives to guarantee the curse on the enemy team. So, here I'm trying to heal the freaking Misha, but also I'm kind of too close to this thing, and that was very early, very early ancestral healing there, although I was double checking that. Let's see if my ancestral healings are quite on par. I have actually not played Rhaegar too much of late, even though he's by far still my favorite support in the game. But I haven't played him too much. I've been playing some other things when I have played the game and so forth. So my ancestral healings might not be quite on par. So anyway. There you saw that crit for coming out of Rhaegar when you are in the mount form, and then we are going for this tribute. And there is Lunara here. I'm just gonna go in here. I'm gonna wait it out a little bit and then go and smack her, because this channel does take a little bit of time. Well, that was an interesting shock and all. No, it's Hinterland Plus now. Anyway, that name is always gonna catch me by surprise that they actually changed it. Anyways. Let's talk about warm-up games now as the... Okay, team fights are going on. Let's not talk about it too much just yet. How hard does the team wanna go? I'm gonna break this, so I have more... Oh my gosh. Hey. So you have to be kind of careful against Stitches, because you're gonna get pulled, and here I'm gonna go very early on that. When you're very early on that ancestral healing, because I was afraid that you're gonna hang around long enough to get pulled as well with that hook. So they are going back in. Can I save? Yes. Okay. There is the Earth Shield doing its business as well. This is one reason why I like picking Earth Shield, because it essentially allows Rhaegar to use the shield as a defensive mechanic in addition to simply being an offensive mechanic. By its nature, the... well, Lightning Shield is purely offensive. You use it to deal damage, and that's its only function. Deal damage around a target. With the Earth Shield build, you can use it as another defense mechanism, and that's what I like. And also, I really like Referral Lounge, because I love that ability. I love the mobility it gives Rhaegar in team fights. You can charge back and forth between enemies and so forth. You can use your mount ability as a damage booster for your own melee, which is kind of nice. I really like that playstyle. Although obviously this is not a pure support build I am going on around with here. I don't have battle momentum, which would allow me to heal more because of lowering cooldowns. Level 13 I could have picked a stronger alternative to actually like buff the Jane heal more, but so forth. But anyway, let's talk about warm-up games before we finally end up finishing this game, before it goes too late. So warm-up games. Let's see, focus on this team fight a little bit. Okay, folks are not going to wait too hard here. And dodge the hook. Fantastic. Oh, Brightwing kill. So, warm-up games. Every time you have taken a break, you have gone, you have played 12 hours previous day, you've gone and eaten and slept and that stuff, and you come back the next day to start continuing your play. And you need that warm-up game. The first game you play, every single damn time you start playing, you will do worse than your average. Pretty much this way, always. No matter how much and how often you play. Simply because after you have taken a break, your mind has been on something else, you have been doing other things, and it takes that one game always, at minimum that one game, for your mind to get back into the thing, how to play this thing again, and also for your muscle memory to get back into the groove. What are the timings I need to do, what are the cooldowns, and so on and on. For example, ancestral healing. What is... yeah, there is a failed ancestral healing, I did it just too late. That is a really good example. I have taken a break, I didn't have the timing for the ancestral healing down. Right? So that... yeah. That's exactly all the things you need a warm-up game for. And my honest opinion is, warm-up games I do against the AI. The same way I call it a warm-up game when you play a first time you play with a hero. Don't do that in a normal, actual normal game. Do that in a game versus AI. Firstly, those games can be over very quickly, and let's clear some waves with the lightning shield, huh? So those games can be over very quickly. I'll actually show off this thing, I haven't been using it here. There you can see the totem with the lightning shield on it. Right, so if you're a new regular player, that's how you clear. Safely when you are laning against somebody. Anyway. So, you need that one warm-up game. As I am about trying to tell you, you need that warm-up game, especially when you are playing a new hero you have never played before. First time, you do need that one game where you figure out what its abilities do. And I suggest playing it against the AI, simply because then you don't screw up your team, and you don't screw up your own chances of winning by, you know, playing worse. My timings... ooh. Yeah, I needed this warm-up game so badly. Now I think I can handle those, but I'm not gonna be able to save that because I was, well, still a couple second cooldown on the ancestral healing there. Let's kill a wall, because why the heck not? You know, it's in my way. So, anyway. Warm-up games. I'm going back to this subject over and over here. This is what this video is about, the warm-up games, after all. So you need that. Trust me, you need that. When you go to the gym, you don't go into your crazy routine right away. You do a little bit of warm-up always. Same thing applies right here in your video games. And it is a mentality thing as well. It is a morale booster to begin your gaming session with a win. Because it is nearly impossible to lose versus AI games. It is possible when 4 other guys disconnect or whatnot. It is entirely possible. Okay, this might be a little hard here. Let's just run away. Let us run away. Okay. Fantastic. Tribute is down here. These guys are getting it. Okay, I might give them some vision here. Are they even coming? Okay, the AI is not even coming for the tribute, so we're gonna get another curse going. Alright, cool. We're gonna go and save Falstad. Fantastic stuff. And can I catch up on stitches? I actually can, because of Totem being awesome and so forth. And here we go. You cannot get away from me. I am Rhaegar and I have Blood for Blood on level 16, because this is also part of an old build I really love. So let's just end this game, and I hope you understand what I meant about the warm-up games. How many ancestral healings did I fail in this game? That's because I took such a long break from the game, and I really needed that. And here is a quick practice on that ancestral healing. Thank you very much for watching and listening.